Alright, we're gonna talk about this. How's it going? It is good to be back, kinda ish. Sorry for the ginormous delay in this episode. I was supposed to do this in December, obviously, by the 2 months ago. Or even like just the subject matter of the video in general. I wanted to get this out in December, but too many things have been happening. And, in between moving out, getting sick multiple times, and just personal other shit. It's been it's been a rough couple weeks, so to speak. So I'm glad that I can come back and do this one. This time, I asked you all, what's your favorite Christmas song? It could be a Monster Cat one. It can be any classic Christmas song from Christmas past, of course. It can be whatever you want. Get festive with it, just as long as it's a Christmas song or a song about Christmas. And you know the drill, best answers get featured in the video, so here are the ones I picked out. Bro, I love how good and hard Carol of the Bells by Boss Fight goes. The guitar at the start, the drop, especially the second, and the vocal makes a good and awesome track. This is the Christmas song, 10 out of 10. Listen, I'm not gonna knock Carol of the Cartels, and I know I got like 5 different comments from 5 different people about Carol of the Cartels. And I knew that song was going to be an answer on here, so I'm just getting this out of the way. I don't like this song that much. I think it's a fine song. It obviously pays tribute to Carol of the Bells. This was kind of that era of Boss Fight where I was like very 50-50 on his music. I wasn't really that interested in what he did. This was around the time he came out with stuff like Comeback. I liked Comeback. He came out with Sovereign. That was cool. Work, I still do not like to this day. But yeah, this isn't a bad song. I just don't really get the hype behind it. And it's really, I would not put this near a 10 out of 10. And obviously, if you like this song, that's awesome. There's a lot of people that do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just really don't. Carol of the Bells is amazing, but the Trans-Siberian Orchestra did a cover of it called Christmas/Sarajevo. Jesus, it is insane how good it is. Serving as a rock rendition of the classic tune, they took the OG and turned it into a hard-hitting banger, a move which I will forever respect. I mean, Christmas songs, you cannot go wrong with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They're responsible for a few pretty popular ones, actually. And, it's fun, It's a fun sort of like rock rock/orchestra rendition, I should say, of the classic song. And this is definitely a rendition people are going to be listening to, like decades ahead of time, just like the original was nowadays. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. It's a classic and deserving of that. It's got a nice deep crooner voice backed by a pretty sweet medley. Perfect for the holiday season. Yeah, I'm an old soul when it comes to Christmas music, but you can never go wrong with the classics. Again, another one that makes a whole lot of sense. Pretty popular one too. Obviously, since it's a classic, it's going to be popular. And you'll have like your renditions of it, from more popular names in the current day period. But yeah, Andy Williams, you can't really go wrong with It's the most wonderful time of the year. I mean, like, come on. No one ever gives credit to Walking in the Air by Howard Blake, and it's kind of irritating that no one does, because it's an actual masterpiece. Even outside of Christmas, I'm playing this song. It has such an airy and free atmosphere, and the chords make for an absolute lament of a track. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Before making this video and before seeing this comment, I had no idea what this song was. And I took a listen to it, obviously for the sake of this video. I'm kind of surprised I haven't, honestly. It's a really pretty song. I like it a lot. It has a really fun, like, whimsical nature to it. And I think it fits with Christmas pretty damn well. I'm kind of surprised it's not a bigger song, or one that I hear get played on the radio during Christmas time, at least. But yeah, check this one out. It's really cool. Let's get this one bumping during Christmas 2024, how about, yeah? Arctica by Pixel Terror deserves so much more praise. It's among, if not PT's most underrated track on the label. It perfectly encapsulates what an electronic Christmas song should be, without relying on vocals, yet still feeling like an actual Christmas song. It can be a real tearjerker every once in a while as well, one I still love to this day. Honestly, If I were to pick any song out of the 2018 Monster Cat Christmas comp, then it's gonna be Arctica. It's a really pretty song. It really does encapsulate that Christmas feeling. You got the bells kind of working in there, the whole light atmosphere. Again, very whimsical, playful nature to it. And yeah, this was Pixel Terror pretty much in their prime, especially since Aria was still part of the project during the time. You have a lot of these like really fun melodies, one that kind of just you can probably remember what it is without even having heard it for quite a while. It's just one of those songs. So yeah, I totally agree. This is a really dope song. Definitely bumping this one during Christmas. I mean, I don't see why not. DJ Snake and Alessia, Bird Machine Jingle Bells Edition. It's funny. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there was bound to be one of these joke songs in here. There was another comment talking about the Crank That remix of All I Want for Christmas Is You, and I was just like, do I add that in here, or do I add do I add this? And honestly, I think this song's pretty funny. I mean, if the thumbnail doesn't tell you right away, then I don't even know what to tell you there. This is coming from my own band perspective here and my absolutely huge bias on the subject, but holy cow, A Christmas Tale by Randall Standridge has to be my top. It's a fucking concert masterpiece that not only scares the living shit out of little kids, this is true by the way, but also shows what instruments such as these can do, unlike the electronic bullcrap. But yeah, around 6 minutes of all band instruments doing their thing with a fucking narrator, fucking without a K, in the background is just insane to me and really shows what high schoolers and such can do. Oh, and if I were to choose a copyrighted Christmas song, it would easily be Jingle Bell Rock. I'm kind of surprised no one said Jingle Bell Rock, actually, in this entire thing. Just a little side note. I'm kind of surprised no one said Jingle Bell Rock. That's a really big one. And, I was like, man, someone's bound to have Jingle Bell Rock on here, but I guess not. To me, after hearing this song, this is definitely a song that is more fun to play than it probably is to listen to. I mean, like you said, it's for kids. They're definitely going to have a fright to listen to it. Definitely, because they're kids, of course. But as a 22-year-old adult, I mean, it's not a bad song at all. It's pretty fun. But like I said, that would come out more to play the song than actually listening to it as an adult. Does that make sense? For me, it has to be the classic Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. Nothing can beat that slow dance Christmas aesthetic, and it's pretty hard to go wrong on a good Christmas playlist. I mean, if you're going for a Christmas playlist with some of the most classic Christmas tunes of all time, if you're gonna skip out on Nat King Cole's Christmas song, the fuck is wrong with you? It's a fantastic Christmas song, Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I mean, how can you skip on that? It's not even that long. I think the official recorded version's 2 minutes or something like that. At least on the video that I saw on YouTube, where it's him actually singing it. But yeah, great song. Embodies the Christmas spirit pretty damn perfectly, honestly. There's only one Christmas song I like a lot, which I discovered recently. This song is Too Late for Christmas by Zeph Parasoto, my boy Zeph. These lyrics are so beautiful, and the structure of the song is really good. It adds more emotions. Zeph Parasoto is one of my favorite artists right now. He's awesome, and this song is one of his masterpieces. Zeph has definitely proven himself to be one of the more creative individuals in the EDM scene, or at least the underground EDM scene, in recent memory, I should say. And I think he has a fantastic voice. He knows how to use his voice, knows how to utilize it, and, the way he writes his lyrics is also really cool. My only gripe about Zeph is that I'm not super huge on his production, mostly because it caters a little more towards obvious, in-your-face, dubstep style, whereas I feel like his more contemporary, chill songs that don't go quite as hard are really where the magic kind of lies. A good example of this would be Laptop Love Song, which I actually did a remix on last year because I liked the vibe of the song. I thought it was really great, and I thought Zeph nailed it. But yeah, this song, specifically Too Late for Christmas, is kind of where my problems with it come in. The very in-your-face wubs, you know, and basses. I get that it's like sort of tongue-in-cheek in a way, but at the same time, I feel like it takes away from what could have been a really great, just pure Christmas magic song, you know? You know what I mean? Like if there was a version of the song without the dubstep production, without any, like, you know what I mean? Without any of that in it, and just the rest of the song as it plays out, or maybe just additional elements to really flesh it out, then I think I would probably call it a masterpiece. And finally, I honestly don't like Christmas songs. Wow. So like none of the ones that we just went over, like Andy Williams, Nat King Cole, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Did you want to check out that Howard Blake one? Like, that's a good one. I'm not really sure if you've heard it already, but it's a good one. It's pretty. No? Okay, well, Jingle Bell Rock? Fuck it. And I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you for joining me once again for another episode in TVR Asks. I love doing this series, but I can't always do it all the time, as evidenced by the last 2 months. But once I get my new stuff moved in, beginning of March, then, you know, I'm going to try and crank out some videos, probably a few rankings that I haven't done yet of stuff that I kind of do want to talk about, because they're kind of big, but I might just save it for when I'm really in the ranking mood. But yeah, otherwise, I just started up a Discord server for the brand new album that I've been slowly working on. It's called Intergalactic Train Station, and the link for that will be in the description of the video or the comments section, whichever one you want to go to. It's not very busy at the moment. It's not very, like, there isn't a lot going on in the server, like in terms of like channels and like chats and stuff like that, but that'll come within time. But also, if you're a producer yourself and you want to work with me on the album, then, you know, slide on into the Discord. Let's talk. You know, I want to try and get some people on the album, and I think that'll be really fun. But yeah, that's about it for me today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.